Forget the doom and gloom merchants. England are definitely going to win the 2018 World Cup finals, and I have 5 reasons why that is fact and that football is definitely coming home. This team have a winning mentality. The pressure is off, but the desire is there. Just look at Captain Harry Kane talking before the World Cup even began about what England can do.
You never go into a competition trying to come second or third or fourth.
That is winning mentality. You don't go into a competition to finish 3rd or 4th. Although, does he realise he plays for Spurs? We have a style icon on our team. Every single team needs one. A Beckham-esque pretty boy that the cameras love and the media can't get enough of. And we have Gareth Southgate. We've all become familiar with Gaz's style as England manager. He dresses like he's permanently in that period at a wedding that's post-speeches but pre-disco. Jacket off, but waistcoat and tie very much on for now. M&S have reported that since his personal fashion parade at the World Cup, waistcoat sales have rocketed by a massive 35% in what they are calling the Gareth Southgate effect. What a hero! He's not just guiding England to glory, he's sorting out the economy too. It's pretty impressive stuff, but maybe it's just what happens when England have a new manager. Has anyone checked to see if M&S shifted a load more gravy boats when Big Sam got the job? We're the thinking man's team. Every England player knows the game inside and out. It's all up here, and it's always been that way. It's why ex-England players make such knowledgeable pundits. Alan Shearer and his constant disdain for strikers who don't gobble up every single opportunity, Gary Neville and his love for touchscreen technology, and now Sol Campbell and his ability to pick a team to win that isn't even playing.
Okay, so from that game, who's going through to the semi-finals in St Petersburg? From Brazil and Belgium? I think France.
Brilliant. That's how I react when I get asked what I want for tea by Mrs. Jim. Do you want pasta or salad? I think I'll have the steak. Although, with some results in this World Cup, I wouldn't completely rule out Sol's prediction. We have learnt from our mistakes. World Cups for England mean penalty shootouts and failure, but not this time. We all know what happened in Euro 96, and Gareth Southgate was closer to that than anyone else. And it hurt. Southgate says he has been thinking of that miss for decades and is going to make sure his team don't make the same mistakes and face a future advertising Pizza Hut restaurants with Stuart Pearce.
Thanks a lot, boys. I feel much better now. This time he's at the post.
Because of that, the miss, not the advert, he's been making England practice penalty drills since back in March. Good work. But does this make him sound a little bit obsessed? The pain of failure has been nagging away at him for 22 years, eating away at his soul bit by bit. It's like the plot of some Hollywood thriller where the killer is driven to murder by a past experience. If the Colombia game does go to penalties, I'm expecting to see him parading down the touchline, tie-tied around his head, carrying a semi-automatic weapon. It would actually be quite nice to see James Rodriguez go down like he's been shot, after actually getting shot. The number one reason that England will win the World Cup? Fate. This isn't a joke, because loads of top teams are already on the plane home, and one of England, Russia, Sweden, Switzerland or Croatia will be in the World Cup final. Insanity. And if you want to talk fate, let's look at the year 1966, because it's in the contract. I'm not allowed to talk about England in the World Cup without mentioning 1966. But in that year, the European Cup was won by Real Madrid. They also won it this season. In 1966, Man City won their division title, and they also did that this season. In 1966, Burnley qualified for the Intercity Cup, which is now called the Europa League, so you see where I'm going here, and in 1966, Chelsea finished 5th in the top division. You don't even need to look at the league table from this season, do you? If that's not a sign, I don't know what is. Plus, in 1966, people had 2 legs, a head and 10 fingers. Coincidence? I think not. So that's it. England are going to win the World Cup, right? The only thing that worries me slightly is that Paul Merson has said, and I quote, that Colombia pose no real threat, which means probably we're going to get done 6-0. If we do lose, however, don't be too upset, because for every goal that Colombia do score, somewhere in a Colombian TV studio, it's going to be celebrated like this goal was celebrated against Senegal. He'd give Mariah Carey a run for her money with that set of lungs. That's it for now. We'll be back very soon, probably telling you how we thought England would never do anything in this tournament and would definitely get knocked out against Colombia. So don't miss that. If you don't want to miss it, make sure you hit subscribe, however you are listening or watching this podcast, and we will see you then.